Good morning, y'all. Tying up some skunks today because everybody's on the skunk board again. All right. We'll see how many people realize I'm up early. Good morning, Oak Slope. How you doing? We'll see how many people realize that I'm up early today. I'm having some computer issues, and so I got the YouTubes, instead of StreamYard. The only thing is can't do giveaways this way, but it's easy. And I'm up here and I'm tying jigs. So, see how many people pop in. Jude, is that how you say that? Jude? Sorry, I'm butchering that name. Hello, how you doing? Half century? 50 Cent? How you doing? We're just tying up some skunk jigs today. Apparently, Tim put out a video this morning about Joshua and Rick are on the skunk board now. So, man, I've been tying up some jigs. I got some of these skunk jigs tied up. But, yeah, I don't have enough because y'all keep adding to the board and I want to save on postage. So, anyways, that's what we're doing. We're tying up some skunks. We got some old feathers that I don't really care for. So, Sky Clips, Lucy, hello. How y'all doing? Rosie. Well, appreciate y'all coming in. Like I said, we're just tying up some of these. So Tim and has a deal called the Skunk Board where we have a group of fishing friends, and whoever goes out and gets skunked fishing, don't catch anything, gets put on that skunk board, and then they get a jig. So the next time they go, maybe they can catch something and they not be skunked. Oh, got some people in here not doing the proper thing. Thank you, Mr. Tully. Boy, that went fast. So fast I didn't even see it all. Yeah, don't come in here be doing no naughty stuff, be posting stuff like that. Thanks to the mods for catching that. We don't need none of that junk on here. Y'all be nice. I will shut down the live. Or all my mods would just start pushing the button and banning all y'all. Burrito Catfish Lady. Good morning, Lisa. How you doing? See, there's another mod in here. Now I got you. Now I got you people putting on, yeah, with Mr. Tully and Lisa in here. I guarantee you they should be on it. She is, yeah. She's no nonsense gal. So go ahead, do your thing. I appreciate y'all. I'm good on the. Oh my goodness. Are you driving or is your old man driving? Randy. Sorry, I can't think. Oh, I forgot to put flashies in there. All right. Well then you can help. When somebody be's naughty, you get sick 'em, girl. Hope y'all are safe on your travels. I forgot to put that little bit of flash. I tied these jigs a couple weeks ago, and Tim was in there, and he's like, "Put flash on it." Misplaced country girl. Good morning. See, there's another gal that gets you. We had somebody was being naughty in here already, ladies, and they got Mr. Tully got them kicked out for a while. And I hate when people do that. The problem is when you go vertical mode like that, you get some of that stuff. It seems like you get more of it when you're vertical mode. Whoops. Lay where you're supposed to. Behave. Yeah, my computer, I was trying to do that camera, and guess what? My computer had a fit. So we're on the phone. But that means that we got to deal with some of the jerks that get in here and try to do some stuff. Mom and son, welcome in. We headed to my in-laws' house for the weekend. Yep, we're going to the in-laws' house this weekend, or my mother-in-law's house, but that's just for lunch. My father-in-law passed away a few years back, but we still go out and honor him, and they do a little what to do for me. So my boys do. Yeah, I'm slow at tying these ones. For one thing, it's early in the morning, so my eyeballs are not functioning properly. Seems like in the morning, I got to stay back a little further. They don't say I got any diabetes or nothing going on, or even pre-diabetic anymore, so probably just need to get some better glasses. Because here's what's funny is my two prescriptions ago, those eyeglasses, I got them in the truck because I got sunglasses. Like they're always dark. And we headed out and go camping and fishing on Monday. Randy is talking his dad into tomorrow, or dragging. Oh, right on. That's awesome. Land of Steel Fishing just subscribed. Thank you. Thank you. Jackot. Look back. I won't steal your mobile for a while. Whatever that means. All right. Yeah, well, any of you mods, if you guys see some stuff that you don't agree with or you don't think I agree with, kick that stuff out. I want to hear it. Oh, I guess I should have showed you. Did a close up. I mean, you guys can see pretty good, but there's the skunk jig. So it looks like a little skunk. Got stripes on it. pretty cool. Oh, Tim wanted me to. He thought that was a good idea. There's Tim right there. Hey Tim. Hey Tim. Look. You keep having people with that board of yours. I just saying that Rick and Joshua got on there. You know, I got them to tie up more of these things. But that's what we're doing this morning. We're gonna get you some out to. We're gonna get some out today. Gotta find your address though. Might message you for it. I got it in the book somewhere, but the problem is I got two different books and I'll have to go through there, and I don't know if I stuck you under there, Catfish Dog or Tim or what, but I'll find you. If I whoops, I about pulled that feather loose. Get on there where you're supposed to be. I like to look at that jig. Thank you. Bentley? How are y'all? Where are you from? Beautiful face looking. I'm from Kansas. I look like Santa Claus. I'm getting pretty white. I'm in my 50s, so I'm getting old. And I know you're lying because I ain't got no beautiful face. I was ugly as ugly can be. That's why I got the beard. No, I ain't into looks. I'm into kindness, respectability. I mean, some of y'all put in here. Hello from Russia. We getting some people in here from around the world. Yeah, everybody's gonna have to deal with the rain. It's supposed to rain here too. That one's a little. That needs a little bit more feather in there. Put that little piece in there. See if I can get her tied in. Also, I'm looking at that the background here is behind the phone is black, and I'm tying a black jig and looking at the phone and trying to a little bit. I accommodations have to be done. I have 8 days. Land is still fishing. You got 8 days of rain left. Where are you from, bud? What are you making? I'm making jigs for fishing, for crappie fishing. Fishing for small fish, fish that you eat. One of the best tasting fishes in the United States of America. You're from Arkansas. Right on. Here we call it Arkansas. You down there, you call it the Arkansas River. Here we call it the Arkansas River. Skunking ain't easy, bro. You right. Bruno, I'm sorry, I can't read that. English, please, yes. I guess if they just pop in with a foreign language like that, give them a chance. If they pop up with another foreign language, just kick it out. It ain't worth dealing with. I almost forgot that flash again. Where's that flash? My sister-in-law, she had back surgery, and Naomi's been going up there and helping her as much as Naomi can help. Do a few things, help with the getting dressed and shower, stuff like that. She's been doing pretty good. But Naomi been going up there and helping, and now Naomi's back been hurting pretty good lately. So kind of. Oh, right on, Mammoth Springs. Well, Russia is not as powerful as they was since they lost a third of their planes, their bombers and stuff. Yeah, that whole thing is stupid, but we don't talk that kind of stuff on here. They they just need to get together and figure something out and be done with all the killing. It's nonsense. In a world that we live in today, it's not necessary. That's my opinion on that, and that's all we'll have. Yeah, it's going to be hard to come to America now, especially since we have a president that cares about this country and wants to keep all the riffraff out, all the criminals out. They don't belong here. We got enough criminals of our own. We got enough stupid people in this country. I don't need more. But anyways, this is a jig time show. Let's not talk about that because I will go on a rant and I don't need to. Oh no, you're allowed. Yeah. And here's the thing: is in America we can say whatever we want, even if it's opinion that other people don't like. And that's the good thing about America is we can say what we want, even against our government. Our First Amendment says that we can have a regress against our government. That means we can go tell them to, where to jump, how high to jump, and all that kind of stuff. So the problem with all these other countries is if you say something, the government can come into your house, take you, and put you in prison just for saying something. Well, you can't do that here in America. But also, we have the right to bear arms unimpeded. I don't care what state and local laws say, the federal government, but I live in a constitutionally carry state. You do not have to have a permit to carry in my state. You can carry a firearm if you want. Yeah. But anyways, so I got some tied up, Tim. I do got some tied up, and I got a couple more in the package up there, but it's going to be a morning. It's going to be a good morning. What are you doing? You just smack your toe?
No, I've been sleeping on it wrong.
Oh, her foot. She just Mama's foot's waking up. She was sitting on it, and now she fell asleep, so she moved it. And now it's waking up. Oh, Avid, how you doing, brother? Oh, Bigfoot in the house.
Yep.
You never did get them jigs, did you?
Did he?
I don't think he did. I got some more. I got some more poured up for him. I just haven't been able to had a chance to tie them yet. Yeah, somebody took your package, bud. I'm assuming.
If somebody picked your son's package, it's easy.
Porch pirates. Bad thing is going through the postal service. Sometimes they don't get through there. Yeah, I'm a little slow at these today, though.
I'd go give her a shower. Shower.
Boy, it's about to get real quiet in here now. Mama's gonna go help Tessie take a shower. Terry B! Who else did I miss?
That's what I'm just getting ready to do.
How y'all doing today? Me and Gregory went fishing yesterday, and we did it live. We did pretty good. We caught quite a few fish. The crappie were not biting as well as they were the day before, but I say we probably still, I don't even know how many crappie we caught. 10, maybe more than that between Greg and me. I mean, I don't know. We weren't keeping track. I guess somebody could go back and watch that live. I cannot get a piece out of that bag to save my hind end. I got like 5 colors mixed in together. And I'm trying to grab that one holographic one. There you go. What? You know you won't get one what? Oh, a skunk jig? Yeah, because you got all them other jigs. I gotta, I got to, I gotta get y'all some spinners too. That's the other thing. I gotta go to town and because I'm gonna package these up as I'm gonna put a spinner in there so they can use them like a beetle spin and have more, a little bit more action to it, or they can just take it off and use it as a jig. And I haven't decided how I'm gonna do all this. Oops, white feathers, Dave. I'll probably end up with putting 2 in a package with the spinner. Go ahead and pre-rig one of them already for them. What's that about? You see a cat out there? Or you want to go play with the kids? She didn't get too aggressive, so it's probably the kids. That was more of a, hey, what you doing? Let's play. She gets that whole aggressive, that's a cat. Yeah, I really tried to do the service dog thing with her. Hey, Shirley T, good morning. But she just can't deal with cats. And now little fuzzy dogs, she's like, until she gets up and then realizes it's a dog. And technically, I just don't let her get close to the cats because I'm not scared. I'm kind of scared of what she might do to the cat the way she gets. But I still think all she's going to do is flip it over and smell it. Because when when she gets a little dog, it's what she wants to do is she wants to just stick her nose clear up underneath that little dog and see what's going on back there. And most of the time she flips the little dogs over, which then they just expose their belly and go, "Don't eat me." But she's 80 pounds now, so she turned out to be a big girl. But yeah, I pre-warned everybody that this show might get a little dull because the only thing I got going this morning is these jigs. And y'all just going to keep seeing the same thing over and over. But yesterday we did pretty good on crappie. We did pretty good on catfish. We sure didn't get skunked. I don't hardly ever get skunked with the Gregory. He's on it. Get that white back up there where it belongs. Yeah, Gregory, he's a fishing fool. He gets up in them rocks, catches them greenies. I had plenty of bait yesterday, even though I was trying. Hey, Johnny Small Pepper. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, we was trying to get the. Let's see here. Did I miss somebody? All right, we're good. No, we was trying to get channel cats, and Gregory's catching more on spinner than I was on cut bluegill. Then we had somebody come in and go, animal cruelty, whine, whine, boo hoo. I didn't show cutting it up on screen. I showed baiting it, putting it on the hook. Also, man, I bought a bunch of hooks, and I'm not pleased with them. I bought them at CatCon when I went, when me and Gregory went. So it's been a year and a half. But I'm not happy with them. I just found them there, here recently, a while back, and started using them. But man, the hooks are junk. They're all trash. They're out of the package of 5 hooks. I threw, 5 or 6 hooks, I think was what it was. I threw 4 of them away. Only 1 hook was good. I don't know. I hate bashing the company about their product, but man, it was no bueno. It was no good. I didn't like it. One company that I keep going back to, they're a little bit more expensive, and sometimes people just don't think that they're worth it, but Gamakatsu has not failed me. I mean, out of a whole package, you might get 1, maybe 2 hooks. And when I say a package, I'm talking a box of 50 to 100. I have no problems with them, but they are a little bit more expensive. But I mean, I have a box of 6-aught in the truck, and I'm fixing to buy a box of 10-aught. Old Brokeback Bob, good morning to you, sir. How you doing? I don't know if it makes a difference if you tie the flash on before you tie that feather on or after. I don't think it really does. I think it's actually probably better to do it after you get these white feathers on there. But also, sometimes it makes me forget. You're not a sir, you worked for 50 years. Well, I didn't work that long, but worked longer than me, so you have more honor of work. I think that everybody should work. I don't think you should get the free ride. See, like I said, I forgot the flash. I mean, I'm in a wheelchair and I do as much as I possibly can. I mean, I don't make a lot of money, but we make enough to survive, and that's the key. Don't go live in a $250,000 house if you can't afford to live in a $250,000 house. My house, what's funny is, my house cost $43,000. That's it. I think that's pretty cheap. But it also means you can pay your house off pretty quick. And I live in something that's got a roof, decent structure to it, and I built the inside the way I wanted it. It's not the greatest, but I am blessed beyond belief with what God has graced us with. So I drive a decent vehicle. Granted, it's 10 years old. I'll have something new and fancy. I did it one time and it's just too much. I mean, I do got a fancy truck, in my opinion, but it's a 10-year-old fancy truck. It's a high country, so at least it's, a better truck. What are you doing, Ellie? You went outside? Naomi, go. Naomi's in. Oh, hey, that's why. Mama's in the bathroom. Or she leave already. She didn't leave yet. Hey, you got to quit barking in my ear, chick. Hold on. I knew this was going to be a deal with you. All right. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some twisting in it. Let me tie this off, you ding dong dog. That dog is a crackhead. My son's Brittany. Get it spit out right. It is my son's Brittany dog, and Brittany dogs are crazy dogs. She's been cooped up in this house for a week. She wants to go run in the fields, chase some birds. So there's another skunk gig. All right. Shall we go on a trip to take you rats out? The rat and the dog here. Come on, go. 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 Run through the house. Come on. Let's see how bad we mess up the camera. Come on, you can go outside. It's getting dark. Well, Lily. I think Lily changed her mind. There. I'll lock you out there for a minute so I don't have to hear you barking in my eardrum. There's Gregory's fish tank, everybody. Get in there. Gregory's shop tank. I don't know how well you can really see it. But that's Gregory's shop tank. I'm going to stick you. Whoop! See if I can do it again. Hold you between my knees so I can get you back in the house. Don't mind my mess. It is a mess. I did clean up the table a little bit, and my fire. Oh, hey, check. Ah! Y'all still there? I dropped the phone. I caught it. This is why you don't leave your life jacket in the truck when it's raining out. Because Gregory will throw all his wet gear in there on top of your life jacket, and then as you get in the truck, you hear poof, and it goes off. Moxie Gilbert, howdy, howdy. Let's get you set back up there. Get back to tying some jigs. All right, everybody. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up. Here, I'll hit it myself. Woohoo. Oh. I didn't, but. Hey, Johnny. Did you ever get that package I sent you? I didn't know if it ever came or not. Add 20 skunk jigs in. Send them to Tim. I will pay. Now you gonna make me tie 20 more? Yeah, okay. Nah, it's all good, brother. We're gonna have to tie quite a bit with this crew. Because we got Joshua and Rick on the board now. That's what I seen this morning. That's all right. I'll just keep tying them. What do I got left? 5, 10, 15. I got 20 left. How many's left? Yes, sir. Unopened double hook. We'll open it when come back. Thanks for sending. Oh, right on, right on. I just making sure you got it. Packages have not been getting where they're supposed to be going. It's just a little something we had from way back in the day, and I'm talking like from the. If I remember right, it was. I think we got that stuff in the 90s or early, or would have been early few years of the 2000s. I really, when I seen that, it popped in my head instantly. Oh, hey, I knew who I can give that to. I was like, that'll be great. Well, I was supposed to be getting a new cushion for my back on my wheelchair. They sent it. They sent the wrong one. So then we had to go through with the whole thing about, hey guys, sent the wrong one. Oh yeah, okay, well we'll get that one refunded and we'll send your other one, and then we'll just credit the money that you paid for this one towards the other one. I was like, okay. I just but then the whole point was I had to wait another 4 weeks to get it. It's not that this one's going bad yet, but this cushion, the cover is what I'm after, not the cushion itself, just the cover. Do you like the little piano I added? Yeah, I did. I was trying to show Gregory this morning, but he was too much of a hurry to run off, go to the thrift store. But when he gets back, I'm going to show him that video. Trying to hunt through these feathers and find one I like. This pack of feathers, like the feathers are all kind of like, I mean, thick or cloddy, or I don't know how you want to describe them. They're not to my liking. But the tips of some of these are working just fine and dandy. So that's why I don't usually throw. If I get a pack that's messed up like that, I don't usually throw them away. I'll use them for tiny jigs. Or I'll just use them for things like this, where you want accents of color somewhere. So one jig that's been on my mind lately, and we were over at Pratt fishing here a few weeks back. I don't even trying to think of how long ago it actually was, but it was a few weeks back. And Fish and Game was out there, and they were doing their shock thing. Yeah, there's two thrift stores here in our town, so they goes to the same two thrift stores every week. Today, Naomi's going to go to Pratt, and she's going to go. They've got like consignment stores, so it sells used stuff. Pretty much same thing as a thrift store, just a little bit more expensive, because you're selling stuff for other people. And then they got a couple thrift stores as well, and that's what Naomi's going to do today. She's going to go thrift storing over there. I keep losing weight fast enough that she's going to go see if she can find me some shorts that fit, because all the ones I got when I go to transfer, or if I try to stand up, they just fall off. The only reason why they stay on my butt's because I sit in a wheelchair. I've only lost like another 8 pounds in the last month and a half, maybe. So not a lot. I mean, that's quite a bit actually if you think about it, but I don't think it's a lot. I still got 30 pounds that I want to lose, but I think I'm doing pretty good because I've lost over 45. So, well, 40. I've lost over 40. Sitting here thinking about the numbers, I've lost over 40 for sure. Oh, I just snapped that off. Good thing I tied that knot pretty good. But since I did pop it off, put a little bit of glue in there, a little shiny in there. I need to go with him to get the thrift. That would be so much fun. Yeah, he loves thrift storing. Lucifer, howdy. Luca, I forget you said to say that one time. Okay, there's another one down. I know it's kind of a boring show, but we also did a live out there on the boat. We did a good time. We had a good time on the boat. That's the try. And then we got told that we needed a throwable life saver thingy, life preserver, throwable one. Then we needed a bigger fire extinguisher because our fire extinguisher wasn't big enough. So I got that taken care of. Boy, these feathers are kind of thick as well. I don't like that. But we got all that rectified, and now we just got to get it installed on the boat. I'm going to hard fix the fire extinguishers in place. I mean, with their little straps that they come with. I'm going to put one underneath the console, and then I'm going to put one up by the battery box. That way, I mean, it's a pontoon. We can get to them pretty easy that way. But, but then we'll be safe. So I'm going to start, and then the other thing is just gas. I mean, getting there. Y'all know the whole thing about boats. Break out another grand. Because you're going to probably need it. Nah, mine's fixed pretty good now, but they got right now Cabela's has that forward facing live sonar stuff on sale. Yeah, Garmin is what it is, because that's what I run, Garmin, and they got it for $3,500 for the deal between uh, the forward-facing transducer and then the unit itself. So, and put it up. I could put it up front by the trolling motor, but put it on its own pole so I can turn it and see where I want. That's kind of what I want. But I got my buddy over at Cabela's. He's pretty adamant that that would be the best for what I want and what I'm after, anyways. What I want to get out of fishing. I want to get to where I can go out there, and I've already got. Here's the other thing is on my uh, on the unit I have now, it's side sonar, so I mean at least I got that view, and that's pretty good, especially for catfishing. The side sonar is real good too, when you're bumping and trolling slow and stuff. Um, but it's mounted on the back of the boat, so that's out. When we're trolling is when I really like it because you can see the structure and stuff that you're driving by before you get it, so you can adjust for where your lures are going and stuff and drag them through there. And I'm getting that. I got kind of getting that, trying to get it figured out. I was having such a problem with my unit. I couldn't see my screen, and I couldn't figure out how to get in the settings and fix it. And I took the brightness to 100%, and it wasn't right. Well, it was my fault because I had it on auto and or night. Yeah, I had it on auto night or on night or something like I don't. Anyways, my buddy fixed it for me. He's like, "No, this ain't right." So now we can see the screen. So, I mean, this is bright as bright can be bright. And I think Garmin's are the brightest. That's why I bought it, because I figured we would be out in the sun most of the time since Gregory likes fishing during the day. And I'll tell you why he won't go out fishing at night. Y'all want to really know why Gregory won't go fishing at night? It's because he's scared of the dark. And I mean, like, scared. Like, I mean, we grew up on a farm and there was coyotes and all that stuff. He was scared. He was, he was a little dude, and some coyotes got into the yard, and they were all outside, and it was about 9 o'clock at night, and they were playing. It was during summer, right at dusk, and coyotes come in the yard and actually tried to get them. And I mean, he was like a little dude, like 3, 4. I think he still remembers that. I mean, They were not the dogs. The coyotes, like we call them dogs. The coyotes were not in the yard that they play in, but they were in the yard of the farm. So, but they were not where the kids were fenced, had their own fenced off area, and they had not got over the fence, but they were on the 3 foot on the other side of the fence, trying to get through, running back and forth, looking at my children. And two of them met their maker that day, and the rest got away. So that was probably the scariest time besides the time we saw the cougar. The cougar was 50 yards from the house walking down the railroad tracks. It was a male. And as he was walking away, you can tell he was a boy. Yep. Coyotes are nasty. They tried to get our little dogs. We had Dachshunds and stuff out there at the farm too, and they would try to get them. Minnie was so aggressive. She just bark and bark and bark and bark. She never got ate. Thank gosh. I'm telling you what, man. They them gosh darn little dogs, I tell you, they's mean little dudes. Lady and Minnie, when they was little, probably, I think Lady was probably a year, and Minnie would have been 3 or 4. They got a hold of a badger in a hole. They went down that hole, and it was all war in that hole for about 10 minutes. I could not get them dogs out of that hole. I couldn't reach in far enough to pull them out. It was just, they was on it. And ended up, Minnie come up out of the hole, and Lady come up out of the hole, and they both had blood all over them. Minnie had a little cut on her chest, but that badger never came out of that hole. I think they killed it because we never saw it again. But we kept them out. I ended up burying that hole a few days later. Trying to find that. I thought I had a bag of that holographic instead of quit trying to dig out of that. But I guess I'll just dig out of this. But we also didn't have no mice around the farm. I mean, we had cats out there, but they were outside cats. And the Dachshunds would kill the mice too. They'd chase them down, run them down, flip over a pallet or move the grain bin, something like that. They'd be all over the place. Yeah. Yeah, we live right, I mean, the river's 2 blocks away, so from where we're at right now, the river's 2 blocks south. We've had coyotes come up into middle of town, come up our street. We've had deer walk up the street. You open the door, sit on the porch, sometimes deer will be walking up the street. One time I was like, "What are you doing all up here by yourself?" And that deer turned around, and it was like Bambi on ice on these bricks, because we have cobblestone bricks on the front of our... Man, those feathers are awful right there. That whole lot. Let's throw that whole batch away. There's another one. There you go. Yeah, sometimes these things just bad. Oh yeah, they do. I'm telling you what, there's coyote hunters in my area. We live in South Central Kansas. There's coyote hunters in this area. They got teams of greyhounds, and that was too much feather. They got teams of greyhounds in the back of their truck, and they got quick release buttons and stuff. They'll be running down the road, and they'll see coyotes running through a field. It don't matter whose field it is. They'll see a coyote running through a field, and they just turn those dogs loose. Then they'll drive around the dirt road, because they're here in South Central Kansas. Our entire area around here, unless a river's running through there, is all ran out. And look on Google Maps, everything is in 1 mile sections, is dirt roads. Right on, Lisa. Yeah, but they the coyotes and all that stuff, they're bad around here. But those coyote hunters, they'll go run through the fields on foot and stuff, but they don't take their vehicles through there because they don't want to damage crops. But our farmers and stuff around here, they just don't care. They're like, go for it, kill them, big calf killing things. Because if you didn't know, the turkey population in America and the is on the decline due to raccoons and coyotes. So they've done figured all that out, and it's open season on coyotes in Kansas. They're like, you go for it. I hunt them at night with night vision and everything. That one needed a couple more in there. I didn't like how light it was, feather-wise. Fishing Big Mike, how you doing? So do you guys like this mode better, this like horizontal mode where you see the chat like this? Morning, Ernie. Or do you guys like the StreamYard better? I just didn't use the StreamYard today because computer's acting goofy. I tried doing that new camera install and stuff, and my computer did some weird wanting to do update. I was like, oh, that's what I get for buying something from Walmart. But I probably pushed the wrong button is what I did, because now I can't get the camera to work at all. So that's why we're doing it on the phone today. But I have YouTube, so YouTube. YouTube's all right. I mean, you get some of these people in here that are like, don't need to be in here. They're in the wrong channel. See here, we got hog hunter and coyote. Yeah, see, Kansas did the stupidest thing with hogs. Kansas, they just put in a deal where you can't hunt hogs in Kansas. That's dumb because the wild hogs are tearing up the south west part of Kansas. They've got them down in Kiowa County and stuff, from what I hear. So, I mean, don't quote me on it. I'm not for sure, but that's what I hear. My son, he goes down to Oklahoma, just south of Oklahoma, into Oklahoma, not too far, and he's down there, and he goes hunts wild hogs, because down there it's open season on hogs. So they go down there and they shoot um, hogs that are decimating crops. They go out into the fields and they get them hogs out of the fields, and I got a freezer full of wild hogs. I mean, you're just getting little, I can't get that thing to lay down the way I wanted. You're just getting little 2 pound, roasts and stuff off of it, or 2 pound back straps. They're not big. I think the ones that he's been getting probably only 60, 70 pounds. I can see. Oh, you silly thing. Quit flipping, flopping, and doing your thing. But that wild hog, it to me tastes way better than the store bought stuff. And I know it ain't had no shots, and I know it ain't got no chemicals in it, because that thing is just eating wild stuff, roots and crops and grasses and little animals. Ernie says he loves Restream. Yeah, but I won't pay for a service. I think when we go out and about, I'll be more like what this is, and then I'll just stay. I mean, I've been using StreamYard's free one for the longest time. I mean, since I've used StreamYard, that's what I've been using. I don't have too many issues with it, but I don't go live enough since I only go live once a week tying jigs. I don't go live enough to go over my 20-hour limit. So that's the biggest thing is I just don't go over my limit with it. They have a free one. Yeah. It took me forever to learn how to use StreamYard. Then it took me forever learn how to use YouTube. I can imagine how long it'd take me to restream, or whatever you called it. What do you call it? Yeah, restream. You think it's easier to run? I seen y'all doing it. I was on your live when you started doing the restream, Lisa. I come on your live that day you was sitting out on the patio. Think you was in your backyard or something. Yeah, StreamYard is limited to 20 hours, but when I'm here doing an hour live a week or an hour and a half live a week, depending on what I do, I don't run out of much time. Because when we're out and about, I've been use on the front porch. Yeah, when I'm out and about, I've been doing it. I appreciate that, Tim. Oh, and I did. You guys know how messy my place always is. My here, look, I cleaned up. I at least got somewhat organized. Sorry, making you look at my armpit. Grant Henderson, that looked like a heck of a smallmouth jig. Oh, that's what I was saying earlier. I have had this jig on my mind. I'm glad you said that, Grant. Appreciate you coming in. Um, I had this jig on my mind that I've been thinking, man, I want to tie this jig. I want to tie this jig. And I got but that the guys over at Pratt, they were electroshocking, and I got off the subject. They're electroshocking over there and catching fish. Well, in Pratt Lake, where we've had a live, you guys have been there with me, and Gregory, and that's where Gregory goes and jumps around all the rocks and catches all them little greenies and stuff. Well, they got smallies in there. I knew they did, but man, they were shocking quite a few 3-pounders. I was having a conniption fit. So what I want to tie up, in my opinion, is the best smallmouth color there is, and that is brown and purple. And it goes together so well, and I don't know why, but brown and purple jigs are great for smallmouth. And I've been looking into getting a standing head jig, kind of a buffalo style head, maybe, like the sideways buffalo for like bass fishing and stuff. But I could also use it to make some smallmouth jigs or some walleye jigs that just the tail stands up just a little bit, make it to make some crawdads, things like that. But I've been thinking about that because they got smallies over there, and I just do marabou is what I would do, and I would do like do brown, like stack it. So do brown, purple, brown, purple, brown. Yeah. So you'll have some feathers in there and you'll have some poofiness, but smallies like that mass, but small mass. So they want it short but floofy, kind of like I am, short and floofy. So that's what I was thinking, smallmouth. And I'm sorry I didn't finish that conversation, but my ADD caught a hold because somebody said something and I went somewhere else with something. So my brain works like a hallway, and the bad thing is, out of the 300 doors, probably half of them are open. That's how my brain works. I just think about so much at once. I get off subject. I jump around. It makes good for YouTube because you're constantly running your mouth. I've been told many a times that you talk a lot. Well, I'll be out there at the farm and be nobody around. I'll be talking to the fish, I'll be talking to the deer that are walking by. I talk to the cows. Gregory ain't always around, so don't always get to talk to Gregory. But guess who I hear coming in the door? Mr. Gregory. So if y'all don't know and you're new here, we do this little thing with Gregory. The other half of Double Hook. He comes home from the thrift store with a bunch of stuff. And he lets everybody see it. So once he gets unpacked here real quick and gets his stuff organized and quit messes with the dog, we will have Gregory show and tell time. And then we call it, "What you got, Gregory?" So we'll finish this jig up and he can get all of his stuff ready. Are you ready? You're standing there staring at me now. Are you ready? Are you ready, Freddy? Okay, you ready? What you got? Here, let's just go for it. Tim's got his eyeballs on you, Gregory. I actually like this. Look at this. This shows way better, more stuff. What is that? Hot Wheels thing? Let me see that. Does it open? Yes, it does. Looky there. Looky there. Here, I'll hold that and you get the rest out. Tell them what it is. Okay, show them. Show them up close. Tell them how much you paid for it. $1? That's a good buy for a Yeti. That's a good cut. Now what you got? Yeah. Rosie's like, "You didn't get me nothing." Yeah. Did you have enough money? Good thing you've been doing some stuff lately. Learn a little bit, huh? Yeah. Yeti for $1 all day. That's what he said. That's what Grant said. Yeah, uh-huh. So what, did you do good? You think you did good? I think you did good too. What are you gonna do with them cars? Put them in your room to where they don't get hurt? You gonna keep them in the containers? As you can tell, we do this in our home. So, and we're a little cluttered. Hey, do I get to keep this since you left it in my lap? Oh, here he comes running. Ah, sliding. Lucy said, "Nice, bro." Yeah, he did a pretty good haul there, I think. Kansas Chad's in. Cool, cool. What's that? Oh, if you didn't see it, rewind back about 4 minutes and you can see Gregory's show and tell time. Give me that real quick. This is the best buy he got. He got a Yeti cooler right there, Yeti top, and he got it for $1. Dollar made him holla. That's the best deal Gregory will ever get for $1. Huh, Gregory? That's actually a pretty good buy, $1. I'm surprised they had it for $1. I could see 2 or 3, but $1 is pretty darn good. I'd have bought it for $1. But these boys are nuts. These boys will go down there. They will stand in line. They literally stand in line for a half an hour for the doors of the thrift store to open. They'd be the only ones out there until 5 minutes till. They just standing there. Whether it's raining, snowing, it don't matter. What time is it anyways? I can't even see. Give my other phone, Gregory. We got some stuff we got to get done today. That's like a $25 tumbler is what he said. It's 9 o'clock. We'll go for just a little bit longer. Did you hear me, Gregory? Gregory's like, Well, I got some things I got to do this morning. I got to go drop some big money on some tires for the truck. That was like sticker shock, man. I'm telling you. They wanted $1,600, $1,600 for a set of tires that I wanted. I'm like, what? You gotta be choking me, man. He's like, no, it ain't that kind of being screwed. I was like, oh my gosh, that's nuts. He's like, but Dave, he's like, all these oil field guys running around down here, they use these tires. They're cheap. I mean, they're not cheap, but they're cheap enough. And I was like, okay, how much? 20-inch rims? I'm thinking they still gonna be $1,200. He told me $900, $225 a tire. I was like, okay, get me a set. So now I gotta go spend $900 freaking dollars on tires. That's what happens when you buy a truck with 20-inch rims. I mean, I could have got cheap tires, but then we're getting stuck somewhere, and Gregory's getting out and pushing. You gonna get out and push? He's like, oh, come on, Dave. Grab a hold of that where you want to. Lock it in there real good. How much did you pay for your tires, Grant? Probably like me, got sticker shock, didn't you? Was it on your truck? I don't know, some people don't like saying how much they paid for things, but to me it don't matter because we all getting screwed. But I thought $900 for a set wasn't too bad. So, and these are big old knobs. I mean, they're like not like big mud knobbies, but they're all-terrain knobbies. They're knobbier than the tires I got. I almost always run Falcon Wild Peaks, but the Falcon Wild Peaks are $1,300. So I was gonna go, a mud tire, and then I was like sticker shock from mud tire. Always happy to get a set for tall trains for 4Runner around. Yeah, my son's got a 1999 4Runner. He loves that thing. We've done a bunch of stuff to it. Matter of fact, he'll be here after a little bit. We're going to put a new muffler on for him. His muffler vibrated off. His transmission cracked into a few months back, so we put a transmission in it. He hit a bump, and that little rubber balancer thing that's on them caught a hold of the freaking road and put enough force up in there, it tore his drive shaft out, and I mean, it tore up the front of the card-in joint, tore that up, and did a bunch of other stuff, and he wasn't happy, but ended up getting Tom's wood drive shaft is what he got, and then he got transmission from a salvage yard that only had 130 some thousand miles on it. So he was like, "That was broke in." I was like, "Yeah, you better get it." It was only like $600, so or $500, 600, with the gas getting down there to Oklahoma to pick it up. Back when Fi is hot here in Maine. G, good morning to you. Yeah, we call this the skunk jigs, what we're calling it. We got a friend in here, Tim Catfish Dog. He does a skunk board for the friends of all of our fishing group that everybody's kind of in. We do that, and I tie the jigs up. I donate some. Some people donate money or pay for the jigs, and then I donate. I give them the jigs because that's what they want and stuff. But Mama's home, and now the dogs are going to go nuts, and it's going to get very loud in here. So I guess we're going to go ahead and call the show for today. We'll see y'all next week. Next week, we'll have StreamYard back up and running, maybe, hopefully. I might check out that Restream. I don't know. If it's easier, and Lisa, you say it's easier to learn and stuff, it might be something I can get a hold of. But I did get a new camera. So it's just one of those owns from Walmart. It's the $30 one. So ONN. And we'll see how that works and see if the colors turn out okay. So I appreciate each and every one of you being in here. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up real quick. It's just a double tap of the screen if you don't mind. And we'll see y'all next week. We'll see you before then, because we are going to be doing some more lives. I'm going to go over to Pratt and catch some carp on some pack bait and stuff. So let me get these wheels rolling, and we'll see y'all later. Be blessed. Go tie something. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for what you do, too, Tim. I appreciate you, brother. I wouldn't do these for you if I didn't think it was for a good cause. So go tie something, y'all. We out of here. Rosie's like, where you at, Greg?